Hey, beautiful people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the Patelco credit cards. I hope that I'm saying this correct, but definitely it's a credit union where they actually have credit cards you can actually get approved for. So I definitely suggest you guys check it out. I know we always talk about Navy Federal, and then in previous video, I just talked about the NASA credit cards, but I think that this can be a great option for you all. So let's definitely look at my website and find out more information about these credit cards that they do offer. Now, they do have some with no annual fee. They do offer higher limits, which is amazing. They most likely are going to pull your Experian credit report. Definitely look out also for Equifax. But if you want to know for sure which bureau they're going to pull, what I suggest is I suggest that you guys freeze your credit reports. So freeze your credit reports and then go ahead and apply for whatever credit that you want to, the credit card that you want to apply for, because what they're going to do is they're going to tell you, hey, we need you to unfreeze, and they're going to tell you the bureau they want you to unfreeze. And that's how you're going to know which bureau they want to look at the credit report for them. So if they say, hey, we'd be happy to approve you, but we having a problem, we need you to unfreeze your Experian credit report, then at that point you know that they want to look at your Experian credit report. That's where you're going to get that hard inquiry from. So just make sure that you got just a great credit report overall from there, and they're able to also pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, which is really, really amazing. For those people that have a hard time getting approved for credit cards, definitely look into my exclusive credit membership. I do have $1 trial for it. These are actual results from those people that are part of my membership, so definitely check it out. Also, if you need to learn more about credit, check out my Credit 101. I have dispute letters, worksheets, guides, checklists. There's over 40 different downloads available, and it is $1 trial there. This was more of me like giving back. Because I wanted to make sure that I did have dispute letters, worksheets, and guides and checklists available. And it's only $9.99 per month. So you guys can be in there for a month or 2, 3 months. Get your credit together for $30. You got all the dispute letters, everything you need in there. So definitely check that out. I think that we're going to go look at the Patelco credit card, but I still think that these credit cards are very similar. The Apple credit cards, Discover It Cashback, is very similar, and Chase Freedom Unlimited is very similar. Now, when it comes down to these credit cards, I want you guys to understand that there's always a credit card that's similar. What I want you guys to do is just see the similarities based off of what they're offering, what they have in their rewards, because that's how you guys are going to be able to know what is it similar to. And since I look at a lot of credit cards, I may be like, oh, when I see 1.5% cash back, I always think about Quicksilver, because that was one of the original credit cards that I got that offer 1.5% cash back. I'm like, what is this 0.5%? What is it about? But I always find like similarities in these credit cards. So definitely, if I see any similarities, I'll definitely let you know. But let's actually check out their website so you can look at the actual credit cards. So let's actually do the cookie settings, because yeah. Oh, I can't even. Okay, let's see if I can exit. Okay. No thanks. Okay, so here are their 4 credit cards that they offer. They have the Pure MasterCard credit card. And again, get pre-qualified, apply. Okay, you see it's a difference. These ones can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. They're going to tell you yes or no on whether or not they can give it to you. I also suggest too, if you pre-qualify for these 2 and you can't get it, I do suggest wait till you get the letter in the mail, because anytime you guys get a deny for credit, they're supposed to let you know in the mail exactly why you got denied. They can't just tell you got denied without telling you exactly why you got denied. But definitely these 2 you can pre-qualify for, and then you can add them to compare them. So you can compare like the 2 credit cards. Let's click compare now. So if we was to compare these 2 credit cards, both of them don't have any balance transfer fees or annual fees. This Pure MasterCard credit card, they don't have any rewards, but they do have a lower interest rate than the points reward World MasterCard credit card, which is good. And I like the lower interest rate, but then I also like, for those people that is making sure they're paying their statement balance by the due date, I do like that you're getting 2 points per dollar. I always think about it as like 2% cash back. at gas stations and grocery stores, and then 1% cash back, or 1 point per dollar for all your other purchases. You just want to make sure that those points really do add up to the actual percentage. When I see 2% cash back on gas and groceries, um, y'all getting something like that with a secure credit card with Discover. Only difference is it is a lower interest rate. If for some reason you don't pay your credit card and you do have to pay on it, the interest rate is a lot lower. So that's something to definitely point out about this credit card. And then also you got the Progress Student Rewards MasterCard. Definitely got to add this as one of the student credit cards, and then the Pure Secure MasterCard credit card. These are two that I should probably add to my overall website. Hopefully next year, I'll see maybe about this year, but I think more of next year, I'm going to get into adding even more credit cards to the website. But this could be a great credit card for student, 2 times the points on student experiences. And then also you can start building your credit with this secure credit card. So let's add these two to compare these two. So let me take these off and let's actually just compare these two to each other now. Compare now. So you have, again, a lower rate with the secure one. This one is, the left one got the lower interest rate. No annual fee or balance transfer for none of their credit cards. You have no rewards with the secure MasterCard, but with the student one, you got the 2 points per dollar for school and grocery purchases, and then 1 point per dollar for all other things. I think the biggest thing that's going to stand out about this credit card is not going to be any rewards. It's going to be the APR. That's the thing that I think is going to stand out. And then no annual fees and balance transfer fees. I think that that's what's going to really stand out when it comes down to these credit cards. If we were to compare also, not the secure credit cards, just the unsecured credit cards, let's see what these will look like being compared. And again, you can pre-qualify for them. So they're going to be able to tell you whether or not they can give you the credit card. But let's compare these three. So the student and the rewards, both of these have rewards basically. The rewards are kind of similar, but you have to, instead of gas for their regular World MasterCard, is going to be school for the students. That's the only difference. The APR is the same. The Pure MasterCard credit card, it has a lower interest rate out of all of them. None of them have annual fees, no annual fees or balance transfer fees. So that's how you can really compare these. You can actually pre-qualify for these two cards. You cannot pre-qualify for the student. So those are really the differences when it comes down to their credit cards. But again, it's 4 of them. I know we talk about Navy Federal a lot. I just talked about the NASA Federal Credit Union, but I think that these are notable, and this is something that we should definitely talk about. Now, hopefully you guys can kind of see the comparison. You can find other credit cards other than this one too, you all, that can approve you, especially if you don't really necessarily like these rewards. It's nothing that's like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. You guys can definitely find other credit cards that can be very beneficial to you. And I like to look under this list on my website, the pre-qualify with no hard inquiry. That way they'll tell you yes or no without a hard inquiry. And if for some reason you can't get approved, definitely check out my 6 months of free letters where I can create the dispute letters for you to help you remove those inaccurate negative accounts on your credit reports. All you have to do is follow steps 1 through 5, and I'll go ahead and create the dispute letters for you, or you guys and you guys can mail them, or I can mail them on my end. Make sure you send them out certified mail no matter what. But definitely follow those steps, and I'll be happy to create those dispute letters for you and start working to help you remove any inaccurate negative accounts, because a lot of times that can be the reason why you're not getting approved. But hopefully you guys get approved for a credit card. We're not going to have those type of problems. But if you do, I'm definitely here for you. Definitely leave me a comment. I'm going to be for all 2025. Make sure I just answering comments, stand on top of my LSATs, make sure I get into law school next year. That's just my main priority for the rest of the year. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.